This is my new 4-stage countertop water filtration system, and I'm super pumped up about this because there's no installation, there's no hoses I have to hook up. I just plug it in. Now there is a process of flushing the filters, which comes with any water filtration system, so we do have to do that process, but it's pretty much just plug and play. And this thing has a step above any of the other ones, the regular filter, the one that goes under the sink, all of that, because it does UV filtration. And I've been in a lot of friends' homes and asked them about water filtration, how do they do it, and no one, like no house I've been in except one has this device, but only one has the UV filter, and that's kind of a big deal. So this one has it all, and I could put it on the counter, move it around, take it on vacation with me if I wanted. So great unit here. I did want to explain the steps of flushing it, because it seems like a little daunting in the book when you read it, but it's really easy. I'm just break it down like this. All you're doing 3 to 5 times is emptying this back. You're putting water in here, and then you're flushing it through the system and taking it out, dump that in the sink. Then do it again, get some fresh water, flush it through the system, dump it out. So you're doing that 3 to 5 times. It's very simple. The steps just break it down on how to get it through this system, because with a normal system you would just put it under the sink or something, turn the faucet on, you let it run for 5 minutes. But since you can't do a straight line through here, it's got to pull it through. You're just doing the tank 3 to 5 times. Really easy. And I did want to say that this is not a refrigerator. It doesn't have a refrigeration module in it, so it is not going to come out cold. So the water temperature back here is going to go through. I guess you could put ice through it, but it will sweat because this isn't an insulated plastic back here. So just know that it's not a refrigeration unit. So let's go ahead and see it in place on the counter and get our first glass of water through it. All right, so I've done my 3 flushes from the back. I've filled that up 3 times, flushed it out. I did want to say in that process, as far as some times, it took 2 minutes to do a drain of the internal reservoir, which is 0.4 gallons. And then it would fill that back up, and to fill it up and to do the UV filter, that process took about 5 minutes before it was ready to press the button. So now we're going to get our first glass. I'm going to go ahead and just do 6 ounces. So a simple tap to touch screen right here. Now after a few minutes, this screen actually will go just to the circles. So you just tap one of the circles and the words will come up so you know what to press. So that's a 6 ounce pour. If you want to do 12 or 15, it has it here in the ounces. To reset your filters, that's this button here. You'll see if you need a reset, it'll have the different filters pop up right here. Reset, and it'll clear them out. Now I'll show you where those filters are located. It's really easy to change. They're on the back side. I did that before I actually filled it up and did the flushing process. Really easy to get to. Those 2 filters are back there. UV is inside the tank. You don't change any of that. I did want to show on the bottom here, you have 4 rubber feet that help keep it in place. And then as far as changing filters, that's on the back. So you can see a closer view of the tank here. This is your holding tank. And then your filters are here. And so you just kind of pull it out, and then you can turn, take this one off, change it out, put it back. And they have a little sign right here also says open and close. So you turn it that way to open it, this way to close it. But yeah, that's your filters. So the water goes in, comes through your filters, goes into your UV filter, and then it's ready to go. Now I did want to say, as far as flushing, if you want to do an internal flush, you have to hold it down for 5 seconds and it'll flush out the filters. If you want to do a flush which dumps the internal reservoir, you just tap it once and it'll start dumping out. But that's a really good glass of water without going into checking it with my meter for parts per million and all that stuff. That's just too many numbers. Keep it simple. But it has it right here. Great tasting glass of water. I'll show you some of the stats on the side. These are the stats kind of that come with it for the gallons per hour and all that stuff. Again, I'm super pumped up because this is the first unit on the counter that it does the UV filtering. So I'm really happy I have this in my house. I've never had a UV water filter before. So super excited, and I can't wait to use this pretty much every day.